am so sorry that I failed to mention the kids and the air conditioning problem. They had the HVAC that just stopped working. Maggie went out there. That was Sunday and tinkered around and tried to clean off the coil and get it to run again, but it wouldn't. And they didn't want to pay the 150. It was just going to be 150 just for them to come there before any repairs were done. And they tried to be frugal, and they said, we'll live with it. And they did, and lived with it Sunday and Monday. And then Tuesday, which, what was that, yesterday? I can't remember. That's me in my life. The AC guy came in the morning, and she messaged me about 10:30 a.m. and she said it's fixed, but she didn't tell me anything more. Then yesterday when Denny came here for his car, because I had taken it the night before, he said, I said, hey, what was wrong with it? And he said it was a coil replacement, $300. And a dear sweet subscriber sent money for them, which really, really helped with that enormous bill. It wasn't necessary, but bless your heart, and it's an anonymous donation, and I just want to say thank you out there and let you good people know that, I have subscribers and people that have become a part of my life that really want to help me. And speaking of money, so the kids are all set and the AC's working, thank God, because I worry about Finn a lot because he's so little, dehydration and whatnot, and it's been hot down here. Hot, hot, hot. So, I want to let you know what I've been doing with the donations. So everyone was really generous to me before my birthday and for my birthday. Thank you so, so much again. I took that money. I completely paid off my PayPal credit. Yes, that's gone, and I'm really going to try not to use that. And the other thing, I have just paid off my Visa. That was a combination of when the people made the contract with me for this trailer, they sent me $1,000 deposit. I mentioned it in another video. But they wanted me to pay 3 months in advance to know that they weren't going to be stuck paying the rent here. So I paid that off. I think it was $1,440, which covered June, July, and August. So now that $480, I took that plus what I was paying toward this card, the Visa, paid it off. I am now debt-free except for the ones from the past. And one of them will be the one that's like really badgering me right now. The one that took me to court will be paid off in December. I'm paying 47 something a month there. And paid in full. I'm really grateful. It's going to help my credit. And then there's one for over $5,000, and I just am not going to pay that. It's an older one, and in a couple of years it will fall off my credit roll. And I've sent them all of my financial information. I've sent them, the whole 9 yards, what has happened and what's been going on up to this point. And they just want their money. And honestly, I know I'm selling the trailer and the car, but I gotta have buffer money. I just can't give them money. And they're not allowed to sue me because it's too old of a debt. So I don't have to worry about them. And a lot of the other ones, when I told them last year what happened, they've written off the debt. So I'm going to have a clean slate in about, 2-3 years. And I want to thank you for helping me get those last 2 bills paid down, because it really helps to know that I'll only have the 47 a month that I got to pay these guys off because they were relentless. They just took me to court, and it was only $1,500, but it's been taking me about 2 years to pay that off. I did that with all my debts when Dennis and I both had income. And I'm like, I'm going to start making payments, even if it's only $10 per month for each and every one of these guys. I'm going to make payments, and I did that. And it did bring those bills down, but it didn't wipe them out, and they wiped it out for me. And I'm very grateful to them all for that. But this one $5,000 debt, it really has hurt my credit. It's just dropped my credit to the ground. I think I'm at like a 610. So that's going to hurt me when I go to look for car insurance. I'm going to ask Denny Jr., who has excellent credit, if he might go on ownership of the van that I buy with me so that I can have it insured under his name, and it might really make a difference in what I have to pay. So I will talk to him about, I know he'd say yes. I just don't want to, take him for granted. I'm sorry, I just ate some chili and so I'm on my last little batch of chili. I know I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. I wanted to just really tell you about the AC, but there's all kinds of stuff on my mind. I'm on my last batch of chili that I took out of the freezer yesterday and then put it in the fridge. And I took a bowl of chili. I still have one serving left. I put some cheese on it that I had left over. And I bought a little teeny tiny thing of light sour cream. I threw that on. And I bought some blue corn chips and just kind of like dipped those around and crumbled them on top, kind of a variation of both. And that was so good. So that was one of my meal ideas, and the rest is just using everything I can out of that freezer to try to go another 10 days is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to push it all as far back as I can. Now, my food stamps, my last food stamp allotment will be July 16th, and then I'm done. I would have to reapply, and I'm not doing that, as I will be pressing the close case button on my access site, and that'll pretty much be the end of, probably for a year, 8 months to a year, for Medicaid, and I really have to call that Medicaid doctor. I need to have that thing on my back checked. I just want to make sure that I'm okay. The PCP seemed to feel it was just, a overgrowth from an age spot, and I guess that's possible. But because it doesn't look right, it's bubbly, it's crusted over, I just would like to have it biopsied to be sure. So, because I was quite the sunbather in my day. I just loved the beach, and I lived near the beach most of my life. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And good, I've only gone 7 minutes, and this was just a ramble with, of course, the update on Mike, Maggie, Denny, Finn, and the AC dilemma. They're good, and I'm just so grateful that it was just the coil and nothing else. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for everybody who puts up with me, listens to me, likes and subscribes, and actually lets the ads play. God bless you for that. I really appreciate it. My numbers are looking so much better. I might even make, at the end of this month, I'm hoping I'm going to get a little under $150, I think, after they've taken their 55%. So, yeah. So I'm off to a good start. That's about $50 a month. I'm doing all right, and I thank you for that. Okay, bye.